Builders confirm that the Florida housing market is on the verge of collapse, depending on which market you're shopping in. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I'm committed to telling you the truth so that you can make the best decisions for yourself, for your family, and for your financial bottom line. And woohoo! Today we should celebrate because the latest economic news is in and the data is fantastic. June wholesale prices rose less than expected in another encouraging inflation report. Now, to be abundantly clear, when my kids come home with participation awards, we do not celebrate. The last thing I'm ever going to allow them to believe is that mediocrity is to be celebrated. Second place is the first loser. And this economic data is nothing to celebrate. 3% inflation is still a loss. And the fact that it came in better than some idiot's expectation about what it should be is not noteworthy. Inflation is no bueno, and inflation is crippling most people. And the fact that markets are reacting to a smaller than expected increase out of the Labor Department, which certainly would not manipulate data, which builds the case that inflation is calming in the United States. And we're headed for a soft landing. And if you think the fact that the CPI number coming in at 3% is something to pound our chest about and be excited about, I'm here to tell you I don't. Because although these inflation numbers are coming in better than expected, my question is, expected by who? Analysts? Having been a stockbroker for damn near 20 years, I know that analysts' opinions are a dime a dozen. And if you think that CPI rising 3% year over year to its lowest level since March of 2021, if the numbers are real, which I don't believe, but some investors do, some analysts do, some people do, and they think that the Federal Reserve is near the end of its rate hiking cycle. I don't, because Big Papa Powell has told us exactly what he's going to do. And 3% inflation on top of staggering inflation that's already in place is not a win, it's a loss. They are feeling the financial distress and pain of inflation. And another 3% on top of what they've already been paying, which is squeezing them financially, is no bueno. But not to worry, because the economy is strong and the stock market is on fire. And the S&P 500 just set a new high. I wonder if the blowout numbers that they're getting today or this quarter have anything to do with the fact that they radically cut expenses earlier. I wonder if these blowout earnings have anything to do with that at all. But at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. What I know is most people haven't benefited from that rally. And most folks haven't benefited from the fact that mortgage interest rates have exploded. And if you are an economic bull right now, well, God bless you. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not. Now, to be abundantly clear, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an economist, and I'm certainly not an analyst. But having been a stockbroker for damn near 20 years and having traded through every single economic crisis that happened starting from mid-95 up until 9 years ago, when I became a boots-on-the-ground operator of a high-performance real estate team, I do have perspective. I do have common sense. And Big Papa Powell has told us exactly what he's going to do, which tells me pain and volatility are coming. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I am dedicated to telling you the truth about what's happening in my housing market in real time. And right now, we are starting to see home builders do something they haven't done in a very long time. And while I have not seen them do it in my market yet, I'm starting to see them do it in other markets not too far away, which is a leading indicator of what is yet to come. But don't take my word for it. Do your own due diligence. Google mortgage rates today. And what you'll likely see is that mortgage rates for a 30-year fixed are trading at damn near 7.7%. And I'm going to round up and call it 8. So right now, if you've got perfect credit, you're getting an 8% mortgage. But Toll Brothers and certain builders are offering much better rates. 5.49% or 5.55% APR on a 30-year fixed rate, which is great news if you're shopping for a home, right? Well, of course it is, if the market is going higher, right? And over time, I can tell you, real estate will trade higher. But in the interim, I suspect there's going to be a lot of volatility that exists within many markets. And not all markets are going to trade the same way. But you must be aware that this incentivized rate is only available on quick delivery homes. And this rate is only available for those quick delivery homes for a limited time on eligible homes, which must close by August of this year. Chris, what is a quick delivery home? I'm so glad you asked. I'd be happy to share it with you. A quick delivery home is a home that was built for another buyer, and that buyer canceled the contract, which means the builder has a home on their balance sheet that they thought was sold, which is now unsold. And these builders are sitting on a metric shit ton of cash. They've made a fortune over the last few years. They can offer incentivized rates to get inventory off their books as quickly as possible and not sustain any loss. And full disclosure, incentivizing buyers with better rates on quick delivery homes in and of itself is not a major tell to me. It's not a massive leading indicator as to where builders think values are going. So the email that I got from Toll Brothers talking about this incentivized rate doesn't really tell me much. Builder offering an incentivized rate to move inventory is not damning evidence on its own. In fact, I would say it's a best business practice and smart. But 3 days ago, I got an email from Toll Brothers. And to be clear, I do business with Toll Brothers. They're building out some great communities in my local market. And the demand for those communities has been robust. And I've watched them increase lot premiums and home prices for the last year. And they certainly haven't done anything to incentivize the market to buy their homes up until they did, which is why I'm sharing this video. Because as of 3 days ago, I was informed that I earned it. Woohoo! Who doesn't want to earn it? But what exactly did I earn? And I'm going to read exactly what the email says. I hope you can see it on your end. You work hard and you deserve to be rewarded for it. For a limited time, you can earn a $10,000 bonus when you sell quick move-in homes at Toll Brothers Tesoro Club by July 31st of 2023. Well, given today's the 14th, I better get my ass into gear. Plus, your clients can receive a free 1-year golf membership when they purchase a quick move-in home before July 31st, 2023. And to be abundantly clear, Tesoro Club is next level. You get a premier golf experience on the Treasure Coast, and it's home to 2 18-hole golf courses, one by Arnold Palmer and the other by Tom Watson. This is next level stuff, but I can assure you, membership is not cheap. And I know when a builder is offering a $10,000 bonus on top of a 3% commission, that is a leading indicator that demand is diminishing. And I know when a builder is offering an incentive of a pricey golf club membership to incentivize the buyer, it's a leading indicator that demand is falling. And if you've been watching for a while, you know that I shared almost a year ago that I want to see what home builders are doing. I want to watch what their moves are, what actions they take right now to determine what's going to likely happen in the future. And I'm on the record as stating that if they ever start to offer incentives, if they ever start to incentivize agents by paying them bonuses, it is a massive leading indicator as to what demand is. And while these incentives are not happening in my market today, I don't know that they won't happen in my market tomorrow or at some point in the future. But I do know that the markets that surround mine are starting to feel pressure because Toll Brothers in Port St. Lucie would not be offering these incentives if that was not true. Now, I hope you found this content valuable, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. If you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere, please reach out because we would love to help. Follow me on Patreon where I go off, and check me out on Twitter where I can never be censored. Most importantly, check out my next video because I suspect you will love it a lot. And until next time, peace!